G'day everyone, I just finished a Keegan video where I got a bunch of familiar Nexus that I should be selling on the market. However, I'm going to buy all of these Winter of Origins and corrode them. So every single one of these is a 3/3 Winter of Origin. Um, you really want own 3 additional stacks to corrode, and changes the base effect to corrode, giving you 6 additional stacks of focus blessing. So let's start spending money. How many Nexus do we have? We have 28. So there's 10 there. There's only 17, which is fine. They range from 23 flame elementium to 50. I'm just going to check one thing. Alrighty. I searched to see if there were any with own 4 additional and 3. I mean, it's 14%, slightly worse than what I had planned on before. But let's just go through and buy these. And then let's delete an absolute mozza of currency. I have farmed up a bit in the last couple of days worth of videos, so I don't mind doing this. I should really just upgrade my gear sensibly and, you know, not gamble away multiple thousands of flame elementium. But where would be the fun in that? So these are, let's just say they're an average of 40 flame elementium each. That's 400, 800 flame elementium just for these. Familiar Nexus, now they're kind of expensive. Average 35, so 700 flame elementium in those. These are 100 each. But, if I was to sell one of these, I would be paying 12.5 in tax. So really, they're only worth 87 each. And by that logic, every, 8 that I use, I'm saving money. Logic. And then, if we manage to do own, tier 0, we need to remove corroded, and we can just remove that because that doesn't matter anymore. Then, all the ones that I bought were 15 to 20%. So if we hit one of those, what the fuck? You can get one for 280 flame elementium? That's almost cost price. I mean, it's not double, but man, that's cheap. My auction limit's maxed, but still, own 6 for 1,000. Man, the cold rest sucks, but honestly, I thought these would be more. How about we change the one that we really want to tier 0? Alrighty. What we're aiming for is these 2 corrosions. What we ultimately want is own 1 additional stacks of focus blessing there, as well as own 6 here. Give us a 7 focus blessing stack Winter of Origin. I'm guessing that's what this one is. Yeah, look at that. 18,000 flame elementium. That's only a 5. That's only a 5. That's a 6. 8,000. 8K. Is this one a 20%? Is that why it's... No, it's 19%. It's slightly better. It's got worse cold res, but honestly, we don't need it. So this is what we're going for. Oh, Pedigree of the Gods finally sold. That only took a week. Crazy. That pays for one familiar Nexus. Profit. Alright, so let's go here. I want to go to the second one. I've just corroded a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's start off with a 4. You want to make sure you're in the second tab so we can get discretion. Upgrades 2 prefixes. 15% chance. It can do all these things. But all we want are these ones. These 2. Tier 0. RNGesus. Shine upon us. We got something. That's so close. That was so close. You just needed to be there. Well, that's now a 5 stacker. Next on the chopping block is this one. We didn't get it, but... it's a 4 stacker. That's not great. As we saw, we can buy a 4 stacker for sweet FA, so that one was basically go. That's a bin. But nah, that's a bin. I just re-rolled everything to a 4-4. It was a 3-3. Oh, it's 10%, so it's actually garbage. Actual dog shit. Let's do another one. Garbage. Next one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Oh, it went to discretion a few times. And then it just decided to delete 140 flame elementium. Almost said chaos then. Oh, here we go. Ah, rip. Ah, rip. This is why you don't gamble. Because when you gamble, you delete a lot of your currency. Corroded to a tier 0 and went with a 3 anyway. That's worse than garbage. There we go. What? I mean, it's not bad. It's 25% CDR. It is a 5 additional stacks. I got excited when I saw this one. I'm not going to lie. It might be okay. We have hit this way more than we should have. Garbage. Made it a 4-5. So realistically, we should stop now, but we're not going to. That's now a 5 additional. That's not bad. I mean, it would have been nice, you know, to get what we wanted. But no such luck. Re-rolled. It's now a 4-5. Garbage. Oh, don't click on that heaps of times and then go to that BS. Oh, game's trolling us. So we've deleted 2400. What, 2400? That's not right. We've used 15 familiar Nexus so far. Is that 16? So that's at least 1,600 flame elementium. We could have bought that other one that was quite nice for the same price. It's a 4-3. Whatever. Next, did that again. Literally worse than if there was no corrode on there. Actually horrendous. A 3-5. And why is this last? Why is this last one on here? It's a tier 0 corrosion. Unable to gain focus blessing. Unable to gain focus blessing. Plus duration. You own... The whole thing about this belt is you own focus blessings. There is no duration. Unable to gain. You can't game in anymore. You just own them. Why is that a tier 0? Why does that exist? Grr. Why? Someone. Why don't you think of the children? What did we get? 3-5. We're deleting a lot of currency. Down to the last 3, it looks like. Oh, it tried. It was like, hey bro, how would you... Oh, that was a 4-4, 20%. That's probably a worth a resell. What do we get? 4-3. Last one, it's a 17%. It is now a... Nothing. It just corroded. Unfortunately, we have got some familiar Nexus left over. Which means, when you have leftover familiar Nexus, there is only one thing to do. Buy more shit to corrode. So, Fiend Crowns are pretty cheap right now. Non-corroded. Apparently they go for 5. I could have bought some more for 5, but I guess I bought ones for 20 instead. And I bought some Warden's breast pins. They're about 400 unidentified. So let's see what we got. 88% and 90%. Not great. Not bad. Middle ground. Really what we want to hit is this at tier 0. We'll have to take that off. Wow. We want that to be minions cannot deal physical damage. Then we'll put it on. So they're both 4 passive, which is okay. We would love for that to be your minions cannot deal physical damage and 140%. That would be chef's kiss. So now that we have identified them, let's delete the rest of our... Did I have 6 or 8 left? Huh. I don't know. Well, almost stuffed it. 6, good. All right, let's see if we delete another 100 FE. Yep, sweet. Let's see if we delete another 100. Oh, missed the button. Well, it's corroded something. Yep, that's garbage. We want this to just do the minion critical strike damage and lucky crit strike chance, because that gives us, where is it? 100% minion crit strike rating. That'd be great. And 90% crit strike damage would be amazing. So let's, you know. Oh, don't just flash on there a couple more times. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I sound like an addict. Just deleting his currency. And we just got shafted. So 58%, that's pretty okay, actually. Is it a damage increase over what we've got? Who knows? It probably is, to be honest. Alright, now for the big boys. The Warden's breast pins. 15% chance. This is what we want. Tier 0, your minions cannot deal physical damage. And 140% crit strike damage would be right. Even minion damage. Tier 0 of any of this stuff is pretty juicy, either for this character or my Boom Moto. Shafted. And you know what's the worst about that other one? It was minus res for an elemental damage aura on a neck that stops you from doing. There was a 50% chance almost of getting something good. Anyway, I have just deleted a lot of currency. Before doing these two videos, I had a full row of Flame Elementium plus about 300. Which is fine. It's video. Should be right. Some of the corrosions that got me in the mood were the Touch of the Dark Surge. We did manage to get one that was +2, didn't I? Yeah, +2 agility, blessing stacks with some positives. I don't know what it's worth because it could be worth 500, which would be great. That'll recoup a tiny bit of what we just wasted. 99%. It's minus focus blessing stacks. Never mind. Plus with additional damage from main skills. Is that good? No, apparently not. Anywho, that's all I've got for this video. Oh, this is the other thing that I got. 65% dex. Hells yeah. So that was a normal corrosion, so that's just profit. What I should do before I sell it is I have a lot, or I had a lot of, okay, I got it really quickly. I had 15,000 energy cores, and I decided to get all my stuff to max energy, because I was considering just deleting it. Look at all this stuff that I could have upgraded massively for that currency. What to get rid of? The lightning res. Damn you, game. Why didn't you get rid of the 2% XP earned? Now I've got to slam on. What was it? Do I need a res? I don't. I'm still res capped. So we can target process on some critical damage. 60% crit strike damage. One tap. Tier 0. Bam. That's not what I just said, game. So now we need to... Oh, do we waste it? Let's just get another base. Alrighty, what do we have here? we have some okay bases. This one's pretty good actually. It's got 3 that we would love on there, although I kind of want the crit strike damage as tier 0 as well. These ones are cheaper, but they've only got 1 stat. That means going to tier 1 is like 80 flame elementium probably per tier 1 that I want to put on there. So I have to add 160 or 170 flame elementium, maybe 180 to whatever this is to get 3 tier 1s. So that's why this one is pretty good, because it's only 250. Whereas these would be like, you know, 370 for the same thing practically. This one's 100. It's got crit strike rating. 200. I think that's pretty good. Excuse you. 200's pretty good. Alright, that's probably enough to hit 1. So that's 200, 400, 650. If you know anything about crafting, it gets pricey. So this one, we want to hit something else to upgrade into the slot. So we want that many things. Actually, that's good. Now we just want to upgrade this one to tier 0, so 30 flame elementium. We'll upgrade this one to tier 1 as well. This gives us a much better base to work with. So we got pretty lucky with this one actually, because now we have 3 decent ones. So we want to hit this, guaranteed. There we go. Now we've got a pretty good item here, honestly. It's probably better than what I have currently. Now the prefixes that I want are either minion damage, max energy shield, or defense. Now defense is the sum of armor, evasion, and energy shield across all your gear, I think. So that one I think is pretty good, but let's just go for the flat base energy shield, because when I put on those pack scripts I didn't really gain much, so that means that my flat energy shield mustn't be that great. But we definitely want tier 0 minion damage. So no, don't show me that again, just show me a tier 0 minion damage. We'll just delete a bunch of currency until we've got nothing left. Oh, tier 0. Now we have a 2 tier 0, 3 tier 1 item. We just need to 1 tap on another tier 0. Bam, we've got a tier 5. That means we reforge again. And delete some more currency. Get another tier 0 on here. Maybe, if we're lucky. It's only a 1.75% chance. So we'll just continue to delete currency. My character is really quite nice, so I can just farm up another few thousand FE, which isn't that big of a deal. Tier 1. Oops, I meant to cancel that and keep it. Okay, let's cancel that one. If that was a tier 1 or a tier 0, I would have kept it. Because a 5 tier 1 item is pretty decent, you know. So we'll just keep going until we hit something. There we go. Energy shield, tier 6. Alright, let's go back and see if we can craft up the other 2 rings before we run out of all currency. So we want to lock those 2. We want that many. Craft again. Fire res is okay. I probably should have taken the fire res. All stats. I'm being greedy. I want 2 stats that I can get to tier 1, which I'm probably not going to get. I was very lucky on that last one. We'll stop with the lightning res. So upgrade this to tier 1. We'll hit what we absolutely need, which is that, and it removed the max energy shield. So that item is basically bricked. Let's just spend some more. That got rid of the affliction. Now we have a 2 tier 0 and a wasted tier 2. So let's just quickly smash on an attempt. We want crit strike damage and some erosion res. It was tier 4, tier 2, and just to troll us, we got the tier 0 crit strike damage. I'll throw that up on the market, try and sell it for a tiny bit. It's basically brick though. And this one is good to go. It's ready for the Gamba. We want to hit this. That got rid of one of the crap ones. It got rid of the energy shield. And then we want to hit the minion damage, and it removed the growth. So that sucks a bit. Let's upgrade this and see if it removes the all stats, which it did. Some people like this as a crafting base, and then you just put on your growth. It's got minion damage. Where's growth? Hello? Growth, hello? Can you not target craft it on? Can if you search for it. Alright, now the actual lottery comes into play. Hitting 4 tier 0s is astronomically low. So let's start off with the one that you actually must have. Tier 0 of this. I'm just going to go down to maybe 1000 FE on this item. Tier 1 is not good enough. For this type of item. We can just spam because we only want tier 0. I'm just going to sell this in a second. Keeps giving us tier 1, which would be fine if we were doing a different craft. But we're not. There we go, tier 0. Alright, now we need all the RNG in the world to hit tier 0 max ES. We got tier 4. And then you would want erosion at tier 1 or tier 0. And then you would have to remove this and go with another suffix of, say, fire res and tap on another tier 0. So that's insane to think that you're going to get that many in a row. Where was our good item? There. Alright, let's go back to wasting another 1200 flame elementium to attempt to get a good max ES. So what do we want? We wanted minion damage. And what was it? Max ES. Max ES, minion damage, reforge. I had 7,000 flame elementium this morning. Had. And I've got nothing to show for it really. Tier 1 minion damage, if this is tier 1. No. Bum 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 bum. As you can see, getting really, really nice items is really, really expensive. Tier 3 is not bad. It's probably better than something I'm wearing, honestly. But I've still got a little bit of currency left. I normally get one utterly godly item per season. I just haven't got that one yet this season. I got a pretty good Bard's Wand on my Boom Moto, actually. But it wasn't perfect. This isn't going to be perfect either, but... There we go, Tier 0 and Tier 2. I've only got 800 Flame Elementium left, so I think I'll call it a day with that one. It's this one? Yeah. So, Lightning Res, Erosion Res, All Res. Which one can I get rid of? Right? So it's not letting me get rid of this one. Interesting. I guess this one is only a 4, isn't it? Which... To be honest... Erosion Res, Fire Res... What's our other bases? Lightning Res. Life regen though. Crit strike damage. That's the 2, isn't it? Although this one is also basically a 2. If it wasn't for these low res, that'd probably be an okay ring. I will... Fuck it, reforge this one. Suffixes, erosion res. Let's take it off and see what we actually need. So we'll take this off. We actually need erosion and fire res. Where was it? So we actually need those two. And crit strike damage. So erosion res and crit strike damage. Erosion, fire, critical strike damage. Tier 1 if this hits, Tier 2 and Tier 5. Horrible. Crafting is expensive. Is this worth it? I don't know. Tier 1. Blemish. Oh. Thought the game closed for a second. Tier 1 and blemish. I need Tier 1 or Tier 0 erosion to survive. So that's basically why I'm going for this instead of crit strike damage first, because I need this as a Tier 0. Because I've only got 20%. So even a Tier 1 doesn't really cut the mustard, but I may be able to target craft, re-roll my other items into the extra couple of percent that we need. Doesn't look like we're going to get it though, as we are rapidly running out of currency. Rapidly. There's probably something better than this up on the market for far less currency. Man, I didn't think I was going to waste all of my money. I wanted to give away 5,000 flame elementium tomorrow, but I'm going to have no currency to do it. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I've still got to give away 400 for the other one. Whoops. Blemish. Oh. That's basically what I had before, isn't it? That can go much higher. That can't go much higher. That can go a little bit higher. So 84%, 89%. Pretty low erosion res. 52, 60. 45, 52, 70, 54. That'll do for now. Can this get much better? Not really. Is that what we just... Yeah, I think that's what we just did. Can this one get much better? Get 1% all. Nah, that's pretty well rolled actually. Pretty silly to do that one again. This is actually garbage. It's actually a bad pair of boots. Imagine if I spent, you know, 5,000 flame elementium on this gear instead. Anyway, I'm just crapping on now. That's all I've got. Thanks for watching. Bye.